What's going on here?
I don't go nosing around where you don't belong, friend. I saw it first.
You got a name, Mr.
Bewley. Ed Bewley.
Take it easy now. We're police officers.
You want to prefer charges, miss?
No. He really didn't do anything. I guess he thought I was...
All right. You got lucky this time. Now get out of here. Where were you headed, miss?
Laughlin. Charlotte Laughlin. The driver suggested the Denver House Hotel. You think that's all right?
Yes, that's fine. Come on, we'll walk you over there. I think you'll like it here.
Take this, Smitty. I'll get you the best room in the house.
Miss Laughlin, you said you came here looking for your mother.
Yes, that's right. Oh, I have a picture of her. The only one I have. Oh, I do hope you can help me find her. Isn't she beautiful?
She certainly is. When was this taken?
About 15 years ago. Have you ever seen her?
No. But she would look a lot different now. What makes you think she's in Denver?
She has to be. If she isn't, I don't know where else to look. You see, ever since I was separated from my mother 13 years ago, I've received a yearly allowance. After my guardian, Cousin Ada, died this summer, the money came directly to me. It was a draft on the Denver bank.
You know who sent it?
A man I'd never heard of before. His name is Clay Weatherby. I didn't know his address, of course, but I wrote to him general delivery, asking him if he knew anything about my mother. But I never heard from him.
13 years ago. You must have been about 5 years old then.
Yes. I was 5. Mother had just given me a doll for my 5th birthday.
What brought about the separation?
My mother and father were entertainers on the Mississippi River boats. There was an accident of some kind, and my father was killed. That's when I was taken away to live with Cousin Ada. They said that my mother died later.
Apparently you don't believe that.
I never have. I've always known she was alive somewhere, and we'd be together again.
I think we can find out who's been sending the money. But don't build your hopes up too high. That'll prove your mother's still alive.
I know she is, Mr. Smith. I just know she is.
Well, your room's ready.
Thank you.
George, here's a picture of Charlotte's mother. Have you ever seen her?
No. But I know this song. You know that blind piano player of the Imperial Saloon? Jackie Rouge? Plays it all the time. Never heard it anywhere else, though. Funny.
Jackie Rouge. Name mean anything to you?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's the start anyway. Mind if I take this with me? know you must be tired. You've had a long trip. Why don't you get some rest, and we'll look in first thing in the morning, see how you're making out. Good night.
Take your key, miss.
Miss, take kindly to some advice. You don't belong in Denver. No young girl does who's alone and unprotected. Go back where you came from, miss, before it's too late.
Got a freshman for you, Jackie.
Oh. Thank you, friend. Any little tune you might like to hear?
Fact is, we do have some music with us, Jackie.
Well, mostly I play by ear. I'm afraid I'm a mite slow at sight reading.
Yeah, but I think you know this one, though. It's called Make Me Care.
Oh, I don't think I know that one.
Well, sure you do. I've heard you play it.
Maybe he doesn't know it by that name, George.
Oh, it goes something like this. La-dee-da-da-da, la-da-dum, la-da-da-da-dee-dee-dum.
You recognize it now?
Sure. I just never did know the name of that.
Tell me that you really care. Show me that you really want me. Make me care. Put your arms around me, honey. Hold me close and hold me tight. Oh, make me know it. Really show it. Make me
Jackie, this Make Me Care tune. Where'd you pick it up?
Oh, I rattled around the country quite a lot before the lights went out. Picked up a good deal of music on the way, but I never could fit any one particular tune to any one particular place.
You ever travel on the Mississippi?
A time or two.
This tune was written for a singer by the name of Bella Laughlin. I hear she used to sing on the riverboats. You ever bump into her?
No, I never knew anybody by that name.
All right, Jackie. Thanks anyway.
Sure thing. Anytime.
Mr. Smith, I'm so glad you're here. After you left last night, a man warned me to leave Denver, or something bad would happen to me. Then during the night, someone tried to break into my room. I'm frightened.
This man who warned you, what did he look like?
He was big, with deep-set eyes, and a hawk-shaped nose.
You know anyone that fits that description?
No, I don't.
I'd know him if I ever saw him again.
The bank must be open by now. I want to see what they have to say about that draft. You be all right here for a little while?
I'm fine now. Thank you.
We'll meet you back here for lunch.
You're taking a real interest in this case, ain't you, Smitty?
I just feel sorry for the poor girl, that's all.
Yeah, sure. Think she's making it all up?
No, I don't think so, George. Someone wants her out of town, that's for sure, but right now I'd hate to guess why.
Maybe it's on account of her mother. Think she's still alive?
The girl believes it so strongly, she's about to swing me around to her way of thinking. I didn't really expect to find out much at the bank. I was agreeably surprised. A bank teller remembered Charlotte's bank draft and the man who purchased it. From the description he gave me, Clay Weatherby was the same man who had warned her to get out of Denver.
It's all so confusing. Why would this Clay Weatherby send me money and then try to frighten me out of town?
If we knew that, we'd have the answer to this whole riddle.
Do you think all of this has some meaning? That I'll find my mother soon?
Now, don't start getting your hopes built up too high. There is a possibility.
I'll never lose hope.
You think this all ties in together, Smitty? Weatherby warning, blind piano player. He knew your mother all right. He didn't want to let on to us that he did.
And that man Bewley last night. Wouldn't be surprised if he was mixed up in it. It all fits into a plan to get Charlotte out of Denver.
But why would he want her out of Denver? He's only a guard out at the Broderick place.
Why didn't you tell me this before, George?
I didn't think it was important.
Is it?
Hard to say, but it just might be.
Broderick. Who is he?
Oh, he owns a ranch north of here. Keeps it guarded like a mint. You know he's got armed guards patrolling that place day and night? And some folks say the place is haunted.
George.
All right, so you don't believe in ghosts.
No, I don't. But it might be interesting to pay Mr. Broderick a visit. What's the matter? Thought I heard a horse up ahead of us.
I wouldn't be surprised. The whole blamed country's like one big ambush.
Where you come from? You ain't wanted here.
Still, George.
Oh, don't worry, partner. I don't think I could if I wanted to. Getting work.
Ball must have knocked him out.
All right, let's see what you're guarding so carefully around here.
What is this, Bewley? Who are these men?
They was trespassing, Mr. Broderick, and they jumped us.
You two get on back to your posts. Now, Bewley, I want to hear more about this. May I ask who you gentlemen are and what you're doing here?
We're detectives on the Denver police force. We want to talk to you about Charlotte Laughlin.
Yes, I knew she'd come. Eventually, of course. Though I tried to head her off for her own good.
That why this monkey tried to scare her half to death last night in an alley?
Is that true?
I wasn't going to hurt her, Mr. Broderick, but you said you didn't want to stay in Denver.
You're through. I never want to see your face again. Now get off my land.
Charlotte told us her father was killed accidentally.
Bella's first husband was killed by Bella's own hand.
You mean she murdered him?
Not murder. It was self-defense. The man she married was an animal. It's the only way I can describe him. Any other woman would have left him 100 times over. But not Bella. Not until he began mistreating their child. Then she knew there was nothing else to do. But when she tried to leave, he threatened to kill her and the child, too. Thank you. Afterward, Bella knew she couldn't keep her daughter with her and submit her to the shame and humiliation of the gossip that could never be stilled. So she put her daughter in the hands of a guardian and came here with me. And she became my wife.
You've been paying Charlotte's support ever since?
Yes, my foreman took care of it for me.
And you sent him into town to warn Charlotte to get out of Denver.
Was that more cruel than letting the girl unearth all the old sorrows her mother tried to keep from her? Believe me, I only want what's best for the girl.
I think she's old enough to decide that for herself. Seeing her mother again might make up for all the rest of it.
Would it, Mr. Smith? Come this way, please. There she is, my Bella. Could she really make Charlotte happy now? Charlotte was told the truth about her mother, gentlemen. Bella Laughlin died 10 years ago. This has been a trying evening, gentlemen. Send her back home, please. Believe me, it's for the best. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hey, why are we stopping here?
I'm going to wait for a little while, and I'm going back there.
Well, why? Didn't you believe his story?
Oh, his story was fine. I bet you'd find it's even documented if you wanted to check the records.
So, what's the trouble?
Fellow Broderick. Gentleman through and through, isn't he?
Yeah.
Why didn't he invite us into the house? Cold night like this. Meets us on the front steps and gets us away as fast as he can.
Yeah. I wonder why.
That's what I'm going to try to find out when we go to sleep back there.
Hey, Smitty, Buggy's coming. I'll be doggone. Broderick's foreman and Jackie Rouge.
Hold it. Right where you are. We could kill you, you know. Claim you forced your way in. We thought you were burglars.
Yes, you could. But you won't, will you, Mr. Broderick? You've done everything else to keep Bella Laughlin secret. But you're no murderer. Now, will you take us to Bella?
Is that you, Mr. Broderick?
Yes, Jackie.
She's nice and quiet tonight, Mr. Broderick. She's been telling me about her little girl again.
She's been like this ever since that terrible night 15 years ago. She hasn't changed since then. It will always be like that.
Do you think that's right, Broderick? For you to decide that alone? Don't you think she ought to be given a chance to come back to the real world? And back to her daughter, Charlotte?
Charlotte? Did you come to see my baby? Isn't her hair wonderful? So soft. Will it always be this fine? I wonder. Will it always be like Angel's hair?
I had to keep her like this, don't you see?
I still don't think it's right. Give it some thought, would you?
What will I say to her? I'm afraid I'll say the wrong thing.
I don't think it'll make a bit of difference at first, till she gets used to having you back again.
Mama, don't you know me? It's Charlotte. It's your Charlotte, grown up. Mama. It would be a long road back to reality for Bella Laughlin. But maybe, with her daughter's help, she'd make it.